UFC 326. We back with another video. We back with part 2 where I'm giving y'all more of my best bets and more fight breakdowns. So let's get right into it. What fight do we want to get started with today? As y'all know, I already posted a part 1, so I already talked about certain fights. But I'm going to talk about more fights that we did not get to. Let's break down this fight right here. Caio Borralho versus Reinier de Ridder. This is an interesting one. I'm going to go with Reinier de Ridder on this one. I think people are fading Reinier mainly because of his odds, with him being at plus 205 right now. And I know people never really liked Reinier as much, mainly because of his goofy style. He has a weird fight style, especially with the striking. But I think Reinier is really good. I really think he's good. Since he got into the UFC, I've been betting him personally. As a guy I'd really never fade. I like his style. I feel like it takes people time to truly get to figure out this guy sometimes. And with it being a 3-round fight, I think he's going to be able to use up the first 2 rounds to try to get ahead. Reinier de Ridder did lose his last fight against Brendan Allen, which it's not a good look, honestly, with the way Brendan Allen is. But I feel like Reinier de Ridder was just too active, too fast in the UFC. And you know, when you come into a new promotion like the UFC, they're throwing all this money at you. They're trying to get you to pick up fights, and you're winning bonuses and stuff like that. It's hard to not rush into it. He has really good wins. First person to finish Bo Nickel. He went to split decision with Robert Whittaker. He finished Kevin Holland, finished Gerald Meerschaert. These were some good wins for him coming into the UFC, and I really liked it. Caio Borralho, I know people like him. He's a part of the Fighting Nerds. But let's be real for a second, chat. Let's be real. Here. So we're looking at Caio Borralho, right? We're looking at his, let's say, last 5 fights. Tell me one fight you guys were really impressed by Caio Borralho that y'all were like, yeah, this guy's going to be something special. Let's think about it for a second. Because I went back and watched a few of these fights. I think his best win was Jared Cannonier. I wasn't truly impressed by the win, but he fought pretty well. Wasn't something that really stood out to me, though. Losing to Nasruddin Imavov. Imavov, watching that fight back, his hands and the striking was just too fast, too powerful. Caio didn't have nothing for that. He had nothing for that. And I think in this fight against Reinier de Ridder, I think he's going to really have to strike. Obviously, he's going to have the striking advantage. We know that. But I think RDR is going to be able to really impose his will when it comes to grappling here. RDR is really good in the clinch. I think he's going to use that clinch work again to really have his way. RDR's problem with his last fight where he lost to Brendan Allen, cutting a lot of weight as a big guy is bad on your body. And it takes a toll on your body for real. So coming into all these fights real fast in the UFC, he said his body crashed. And I believe it. I bet him that day as well. I did lose. I didn't expect him to get stopped the way he did, but his body crashed. Kind of like we saw with Merab when he fought Peter Yan recently. A lot of fights, 4 to 5 fights in 1 year is a lot of cutting weight, guys. It's a lot of cutting weight. RDR's win against Robert Whittaker was impressive to me. It was a split decision, but I personally don't think Caio Borralho can beat that Robert Whittaker that Reinier de Ridder beat. I don't think he can do that. I think RDR is really top level. I think he's the top level guy. His style is goofy, but I think he's top level. And I think with him being a 2-division champion and 1 championship, that's impressive to me. I don't think Caio Borralho ever comes close to touching 2 championship belts in 2 different weight classes in 1 championship or the UFC. I just don't see that happen. I don't even know if Kyle Bahalo will even get the shot to fight for the title in the UFC. I don't think he's that good. I think he's a little overrated, guys. And we're looking at some odds now with that fight. So let's look at some odds. Renier de Ridder is sitting now at plus, I know he's a dog. He's sitting at plus 205. That's great odds. And I like that. I like that a lot. I don't think he's going to finish Bahalo. I really don't. With the odds being plus 410 for points, that's not a bad bet at all. Renier de Ridder by points. I don't think any guy gets finished. I think the best bet of this fight would maybe be fight to go to distance at minus 142. But y'all know I like plus money. So I might as well just go with my guy, Renier de Ridder. I just don't see him stopping him. If he was to stop him, maybe it'll be by submission. I definitely don't think he can knock him out. So let's see what the double chance is for submission and points for Renier de Ridder. Submission and points plus 250. So that could be another alternative. It's kind of like taking the money line. You take that little risk of it not going to a draw, which I don't think will happen. And with him not knocking out with him not knocking out Caio Borralho, and I don't think that happens either. So yeah, and I spoke in my other fight, in my other video as well, about me taking Charles Oliveira as just a guy that I normally never fade. This is another guy I normally never fade either, Renier de Ridder. So I'll probably go with a 2-pick on that. I go with a 2-pick on that. Charles Oliveira by money line, Renier de Ridder money line as well. That's hitting at plus 741. So that's going to be one of the parlays I take. Probably lay a good amount on that parlay. I'm going to do Charles Oliveira money line and Renier de Ridder money line. That's what I'm going to do. You can take both straight as well. We move on. Let's move on to another fight. Let's see. We want to go with this one. Cody Durden going up against Njambaro Tundemembero. I'm going to go with Cody Durden in this fight. I know Cody Durden's on a losing streak, 3-fight losing streak. I know that. But I don't think Tumendembero, my fault, Tumendembero, I don't think he's that good. He doesn't have a lot of experience. He started his pro fighting in 2023. I think he's decent when it comes to striking. But I've seen some fights of him also on the road to UFC where he wasn't good defending takedowns. And that's not a good look when you're about to go up against Cody Durden. Cody Durden's going to have the wrestling advantage here. And I think he's going to use it. I really think he's going to use it. Cody is also on a losing streak. Like I said, 3-fight losing streak. But in his last fight against Alan Nascimento, in his last fight, he was on short notice. And he fought well until he got caught in the second round. He fought pretty well. He got caught. He got subbed in the second round against Nascimento. Nascimento, though, is a part of Troop Boxing, though. Diego Lema. That's a good gym. That's a great gym, actually. That's the same gym Charles Oliveira comes out of. The jiu-jitsu there is next level. So that's not really a loss where I'm like looking at Cody Durden kind of funny for losing that. I'm not looking at him funny for losing that. Where's that fight at? Here we go, right here. I'm not looking at him funny for losing that fight. Josh Van, he fought well also in the first round. Then ended up getting destroyed in round 2 and 3. It's back against the wall time for Cody, guys. It's back against the wall time. Both of these guys, both Durden and Tumendembero, both come out pretty aggressive in the first round. If Tumendembero cannot knock out Cody Durden in that first round, I think Cody Durden is going to use his wrestling and probably edge out a 29-28 decision victory. He's also on a full camp now, so this is not going to be like the last fight where he just stepped up. I think Cody can find a win here. I really do. I think Cody can find the win here. Cody is sitting at, let's see, where are you sitting at, Cody? Plus 130. It's a good underdog. I think Cody Durden can win this fight. I really do. Back against the wall. If he can't win this fight, I don't know how much longer we'll see him in the UFC. I really don't. So I'm going to go with Cody on this fight. Cody on the money line. If I had to pick a prop, I'll probably go Cody by... I'll probably go double chance if I had to pick a prop. And I would go Cody Durden by KO or submission at plus 280. Money line to be safe. It's gonna be a scary fight, but I'm gonna go with Cody. So now let's break down some parlays that I have. Share them with you guys as well. I shared some of these parlays as well also on my Twitter, on X, and on TikTok as well. So I played this bet right here. Renier de Ridder by points. Fight to end in KO. Michael Johnson and Drew Dober. Bruno Ferreira by KO or points. And Charles Oliveira by submission in rounds 2, 3, or 4. It's the crazy odds, but why not us? Why can't we hit one like this? We see it all the time on social media, and we hear people hitting tickets like this. Why not us? Let's try it. I did bet this twice. I played this bet twice. One this way, and then I also played it again, and I changed this pick to Caio Borralho by points. So I played that twice. When I played that way, I got plus 8,000, plus 8,100 on that. So as long as we get these first two legs, we'll probably be sweating both guys to win by decision and Charles Oliveira by submission around 2, 3, 4. If we get these first two legs, I'll probably hop on stream during the fights and we'll do some live reactions on the co-main event and the main event. I think that would be exciting to do. So we could do that. Let's see what other bets I have. I have another free bet that I used. I went I don't really like Rob Font, but I'm not going to act as if Rob Font doesn't have a chance to win. So I kind of threw him on here. I picked the rounds for Drew Dober's KO round 2 and 3. Fight to go the distance for Caio and Renier de Ridder, as I spoke about before. And then this one, I went with Charles Oliveira in round 1, 2, or 3. I didn't pick a method for this way, just in case he does get a knockout. As I spoke about in my other video, Charles do have a lot of power on the hands as well. So I don't want to take it out, just basically clear my mind from it that he can't knock out Max, because I know he can. I think it will be more of a club and sub type situation where he hurts him on the feet and then submits him, but you never know. So plus 8,200 on this one. It's another bet I took. So I got this bet. I have this one as well. I'm going to do Renier de Ridder and Charles Oliveira money line as a 2-pick, 2-leg parlay. So those are about 3 bets I have now. I also posted earlier in the week, I have Rosas Jr. by submission with Charles Oliveira by submission in round 1, 2, or 3. I have that as well. So make sure you guys lock that in also. That's another 2-leg parlay we have. What else we got? Let's make one more parlay. Let's not go too crazy. Maybe go about plus 3,000. Let's see what we can make. First leg, I probably go Cody Durden on the money line. It's not a bad leg. Let's go to the main card so we can bet more people that are more established, I would say. More exciting fights. Let's go with the Rojas Jr. fight. Let's take his double chance here. Let's go submission and points for Rosas Jr. Where is that at? Submission and points. That's great value for that. I really don't think he knocks out Rob Font at all. Rob Font has never been knocked out. So submission and points for Rosas Jr. We can go back to Cody Durden. Not Cody Durden. Drew Dober fight. In the Drew Dober fight, I do like Drew Dober to get a knockout. He did open up as a dog, and it's interesting to see now that he's a favorite. So you must have a lot of money coming in on him. Let's go Drew Dober, KO or points to be safe. I do like the knockout, but let's go KO or points to be safe. We're only at plus 549 right now, so we need to get something with some higher odds. Let's go to the Renier de Ridder fight. Let's go double chance on him as well. Kind of up our odds a little bit. We'll do submission and points, Renier de Ridder. Now we're talking plus 2100 now. And then I want to sweat the main event, y'all. I really do want to sweat the main event. What can we take on this fight, though? Fight not to go the distance. Minus 235. I don't like nothing about that. I don't like the fight to go to the distance, but I don't like the odds. Let's see if we can go around props. All right, so we see the line is at 3.5. Let's see fight not to start in round 5. That's not bad. Minus 166 brings us down a little bit. Plus 3,500. This is a great lay, guys. Let's go with this. Probably for about half a unit. Let's go Durden on the money line. Rosas Jr. submission or points. Drew Dober KO or points. Renier de Ridder by submission or points. And fight not to start in round 5. That's plus 3,500 for about half a unit. We do about half a unit on that. That's about 17 units that will come up. It's not a bad bet at all, chat. That's what I got for y'all, man. Let's watch these fights tonight. If we're on any last legs where we're sweating out the co-main event and main event, I probably go live so we can do a live reaction video for those 2 fights if we still have ticket pending. So stay up to date with my Instagram and my Twitter. That's where I'm going to let y'all know if I am going live for the co-main and the main event. Stay up to date with my Twitter and my Instagram. And you guys will be ready to sweat those out with us. So good luck to everyone tonight. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Help me reach my goal to 500 subscribers by the summertime. I'll see you guys later.